calendar function in Power BI. And so calendar function returns a table. It won't return a column. Okay. Calendar functions return a table with a single column named data that contain a consecutive set of dates. The range of dates is from specified start date to specified end date, including of those two dates. That means we need to give the start date and end date. Based on the start date and end date, we'll create a calendar. That's it. Return value also, see, return a table with a single column, same thing, right? See here, they given some example. So the following formula return a table with dates between January 1st 2005 to December 31st 2005 calendar date of see here, this is a date function. DAT, day is different, date is different. What is date? Today date means what you, how, what you tell. So we will tell 18, correct, 18th December 2020, correct, right? So that is the date, right? So in the same way, date function is there. First we'll write the year, month, day, year, month, day, year, month, day. 2005 January 1st to 2015 December 31st. Till this date I want to create a calendar. So either you can give the dates or either you can give the minimum maximum. So if you have a date column, so you can find out the minimum and maximum, and you can give the maximum. You can use the measure also. Don't worry, I will clarify everything. Okay. So if you want to create a calendar, you must have a table. So in the table you need at least you have a date column. In normal also, in general also, you can create by giving some dates. But if you have the dates, so calendar function, how it is useful, we can create in specific range, we can create the calendar, and in specific range you can filter the data. Okay, so that's the reason why we are creating the calendar function. Okay, fine. What I will do is I will take employee data set. Employee load So now my table is loaded. Now come to here. So here hire date is there, hire date column is there. In the hire date, if you want to know start date, what is the formula? If you want to find the start date, what is the formula? Minimum. You want to find the minimum date means minimum date is nothing but start date, right? So min function of hire date, correct? Minimum of hire date. If you put, it will return the minimum date. If you put max, max means latest date. Latest date means uh, end date, correct, right? So in this way we can calculate minimum maximum. Just first of all create that one, just for understanding. Measure, I mention min min date only, or you can mention start date like that. Minimum of hire date, enter. Just drag to report view. Convert to card. So 9th 6th, that means June 9th, correct, right? 9th June 1990 is the start date. Yeah, this one is the start date. 9 June 1990 is the start date. I think end date will be 23rd June 2020. Okay, and I want to find max date. You can mention end date also, no worries. Now we know start date as well as end date, correct? So 2023 June 2000. So if you want to create between these data, you can create the calendar, or you can give your own numbers also, but fine. But for example, you want to find so in specific range, you want to find some what is the sales happened over in the specific time. That time it will be very very useful in coming sessions. That will be cover. Okay, so those scenarios are very very important. Okay, don't need to worry, I will explain. Okay, now we have start date and end date. What they are trying to tell is they are give either there you can use minimum or maximum. Okay, min function or max function you can use, and we can create the calendar. Now I will show min function and max function. Okay, so calendar is a table. Calendar is a function which is going to return a table, which is not going to return a measure or column. If you take column also, it won't return. Okay, so you need to take new table. Calendar equal to calendar start date. So we have minimum date, right? I'm mentioning minimum date. And end date. End date I have maximum date, right? I will put the maximum date. Just enter. So start date, what is the start date here? 9th June 1990. End date 23rd June 2020. Come here. So 9th June 1990 to this is a date plus time format. This is the standard timing. Okay. Okay, fine. 1990. So calendar means every day it will create, right? So 9th it will create and 10th it will create. Every day in every month, every day it will create, but it will be created between these dates. Okay. So from 1992. So what is the end date? Till end date it will create the calendar. See 23rd 6th 2020. Okay, total how many? 3668 rows, correct? So this many rows it is created. Okay, so calendar means every day it will create, every day it will create. That's it, man. So or instead of max date, if you want to create, if you want to give your own date, so what is the minimum date here? Go here. uh, 2000, right? Correct, correct. So what I will do, you can take date in the date, year, month, day. Year means what is the year I want to 90. This is the 1990, right? I want to go for 9095 till 95 enough, and month 12th, and day December 31st, and close this. See here 1992, now 95 December, right? 31st December 1995, enter 2032 rows are, that's it, man. Or you want to create your own, want to give your start date also, you want to give your own date. So date, what is the formula? Year, month, day. What is the year you want to? I want 1994 January 1st. Okay, that's it, man. So from 1994 to from 1994 January to So 95 December till December, how many? 730 rows. Okay, you can see the difference here also, or you can drag and you can see. Okay, in this way calendar function we can use. Okay, okay, fine. And one more thing, calendar auto. What is calendar auto? Calendar auto is something different. So in calendar function, what we did is we given start date and end date. So in calendar auto, so generally this function is very useful while you are working with the physical year. For example, physical year end month. For example, in our company, so when I was working in Flatwall Solution, that time April to March is for me, for us, year ending is March. Okay, so every year will get hike in the April. So for us, what is US based company, it's so year ending always be March. Okay, so April to March, March to April, or April to March is a year ending. So that is the fiscal year. So in this so till March they will evaluate my performance. Based on my performance I will get the hike. Okay, in the same time in different companies, depends on the country what they do use fiscal years. So they will calculate the, not from January to December, they will, maybe that I don't know. So some companies, see, IBM, TCS, these companies will be every year they will give hike in June. Okay, so that means for them fiscal year May to June. Okay, they will calculate from May to June. They are not calculating from January to February. Okay, so such kind of scenario. For example, you want to calculate what is the sales amount happened over your fiscal year. So you want to calculate. See, if you are evaluating performance March to April means, then you will check each and everything March to April only. For example, you have a sales amount, so you want to see March to April, then what is the formula? How? So by using um, this calendar auto also, we can manually we can write, but instead of writing manually, this is calendar auto function, automatically it will generate the calendar table. How it will generate, I will tell you. Okay, return a table. So it returns a table with a single column named date that contain a contiguous set of dates. The range of date is calculated automatically based on the data in the model. For example, see here, physical year end month we need to mention here. Okay, so here they given one example. In this example, min date and max date in the data model is here. 1st July 2010 is the min date, and June 30 2011 is the max date. So in calendar auto, whenever you put the calendar auto function, you don't need to mention, you just open and close the curly brackets. So automatically calendar will be created based on the data, based on the dates in the table. Okay, for example, here July 1st 2010, right? It doesn't care. So when it is started, it is taking starting year 2010, right? It will create from January 1st 2010 to, automatically it will create from January to December. Okay, so start year, what is the start here? 2010, that means January 1st. See here, January 1st 2010. And what is the end year here? 2011, that means by default 31st 2011 it will return. Okay, now you want to go back, you want to, so how you how it will be useful means I will tell you. Okay, come to Power BI. And they go, sorry. So here hire date is there. Here what is the start year? So 1990 is the start year, right? Already we calculated 9th June 1990 is the start year, correct? But it doesn't care. So what it will do, it will create a calendar from 1st January 1992. What is the year end here? 2000 June, right? So 31st December 2000. Okay. So new table, you take new table. Calendar auto equal to calendar auto. I am just mentioning, that's it. I did not mention anything. So from 1990, 1st January 1990. So this is the start year, right? In the data, come here. Where is the hire date? Yeah. In the hire date 1990, 9th June 1990 is the start date, but it doesn't care about the date and day and month. It will take a start year. What is the year? 1990, right? So it will create from 1st January and what is the year ending here? 2000. That means 31st December by default. So automatic from January to December is automated. It will consider year only. Okay. From 1st January 1992, come down. Total 4,000, more than 4,000 records. 31st December 2000, right? Okay. Now, how it is useful in the fiscal year? For example, now it is empty, right? Empty, here empty. That means it will start it from January. If you keep here 1, it will start from February. See here. So here we put one month, right? Here 1 month minus. That means here it is started from February. So that minus month added at the end. So before it is 31st December 2000, right? 31st December 2000 plus 1 month means 1st January 2001. See here, 31st January 2001. So it is subtracted here and it is added ending. So if you put 2, so 2 means March. So 1st March 1992. So here March means here last 2 months added. 2 months means before it is January, right? Sorry, 2 means now it is till February 2001. Now you want to calculate, I want to go for April. April means I want to keep here 3. April to March. How to calculate? If we keep here 3, it will start from April. And April to March data we have now, right? Whatever we minus 3 months here, that 3 months added here, whatever here we are putting this number, that number added here and subtracted in the front. So in this way dates will be adjusted. So this is very useful DAX function, so that we can easily calculate